How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, prison news. We keep doing this. News stories reference prisoners, prison officers, just anything that's in the media about prisons, really. I pick certain stories that I find interesting and I read them out and then I relay them to you. I'll put a link in the description below. This is happening more and more. I get a lot of women contacting me about prisoners, about they falling in love with a prisoner, and it turned out they've got a girlfriend or a wife or a mistress, or they've got 10 girls on the go. Right, so let's do the headline. So the headline reads, British mum's agony after she falls for a US prison pen pal, only to find out he has a string of other women. This is an exclusive in the Daily Mirror. Chelsea Woodhall, I'll put a picture of her at the start of the video, began writing to felon Andrew Aguirre, and the infatuation led to the collapse of her relationship. A mum fell for a prison pen pal only to discover he was married and had a girlfriend and was stringing along at least 2 other online devotees. Chelsea Woodhall, 20, had sent the lad cash on a weekly basis and fears she is among a growing number of British women falling for online scams. Well, it's not really an online scam, is it? If someone's in prison, they're just playing a game, aren't they? You see the remark, when someone's in prison, they'll tell you what you want to hear and stuff like that because you pass the time. You might send them dirty pictures, you might send them money. So they're getting things out of you. And then you only really see the mark of that person when they leave prison and they're not locked behind the door for long periods of time and they've not had sex for a long period, and then they're out there and they're drinking and they're smoking and they're doing drugs and then they're banging different women because they're like a dog with 5 dicks when they get out. But so it says here, she became pen pals with US prisoner Andrew Aguirre just 9 days after having her first child. He flattered her by writing, I can never get enough of you. I hope this letter puts a smile on your face. I'm thinking about you every second of the day. I always find myself talking about you to my friends. I feel so blessed to have someone like you in my life. Aguero even said Chelsea's son would become a big part of his life and added, would you really want to marry me? Chelsea's already struggling relationship with her partner Dean Lloyd, 24, collapsed altogether as she became besotted with 23-year-old Aguero. Then there's a snippet of the letter. I'll put that in the video. He is serving 12 years in Idaho Maximum Security Institution for assault. Chelsea, a former psychology and criminology student, even dreamed of living with him in the US. But just weeks after splitting with Dean for good, she discovered Aguero had another British pen pal who was said to be sending him money as well. She discovered he is going through a divorce, he has a girlfriend and at least one other pen pal. Chelsea said, I loved Andrew. How can you love someone that you've never met? And I thought I was the only woman in his life. While we'd never met or spoken, we wrote all the time, although I thought we had such a great connection. I said I would be happy to wait until he got out of prison. We even discussed marriage. I was absolutely devastated to discover he was cheating on me. Chelsea contacted Aguero through a website, writerprisoner.com, which encourages pen pals. She has since found out that although many men on the website are genuine, other UK women say they have been scammed. The prisoners, guys, at the end of the day, what do you expect? They're in prison, right? The prisoners become masters of manipulation. And like I say, it's something to behold. But these women are nothing but naive and stuff. Yeah, they're sold a story and yeah, they're told this, that and the other. But you don't see a mark of someone until they leave prison. You really, really don't, guys. And I know people that have been like... charmed by prisoners because we're very charming people, do you know what I mean? But the intention is to try and get something out of that person, whether it be money, like dirty pictures, do you know what I mean? Just goes on that way. It says here, on a Facebook group for Brits writing to US prisoners, she found out one inmate was talking to over 70 UK women and many had sent money. Again, you don't blame that person in prison. You'd be quite stupid. If you're on a pen pal site and you think you're the only person writing to that prisoner, you're very fucking stupid, aren't you? There's a picture of the prisoner here. Again, I'll put a picture of him at the start of the video. He says here, Chelsea from Walsall, Midlands. Added, many women don't report it because they are too embarrassed. But I aim to raise awareness so others don't go through what I have. Now, she's burnt now, so she feels burned now. She's got to warn other people. But again, you're on a website with people that are wanting to talk to prisoners, right? Right, a prisoner. So, I mean, it's an email pen pal thing, right? So... are you really surprised, guys? What do you guys think? Do you think she's naive? Do you feel sorry for her? You have to let me know what you guys think. She said she had come across the website during her studies and has already been writing to one inmate in a platonic friendship. Chelsea said, many inmates are so lonely. They don't have visitors and writing letters is the only thing they look forward to. Andrew's profile on the website intrigued me. He said he was a star sign. His star sign was a Gemini, and he was outspoken, passionate, loyal and honest. I'd enjoyed writing to the other inmate. He'd just been a pen pal friend, so decided to drop Andrew a line. Aguirre had said in his profile, I give everything to the things that matter to me, as I'm as loyal and honest as can be. I'm straightforward. I don't like to beat around the bush. I'm always looking to have a good time and I'm not scared to try new things. I can't stand drama. I try to avoid it as much as possible. Life is too short to be stressed out and worried all the time. Chelsea admitted that she fell for Aguirre as they exchanged dozens of letters over just a few weeks. She and night shift worker Dean had been together for 18 months when they had a baby son, Cody. Chelsea went on, having a baby put a strain on our relationship, which was already rocky. A lot of the time I was on my own, stuck in the house with a tiny baby. Writing to Andrew was something to look forward to. Sadly, he got involved in a fracas in a bar, and that's how he ended up in prison. And he had no family or friends to visit him. Now again, that could be a truth that he has no friends or family to support him. There's a lot of prisoners in the system like that. But at the end of the day, he's on a pen pal site, and if this girl thinks that she was the only person writing to him, then she's very stupid and very naive. I've got no sympathy, guys. Like I say, prisoners are masters of manipulation, and you wouldn't know that unless you'd been involved with prisoners or you'd been to prison yourself. But it's all about what they can get out of the situation. Do you know what I mean? It says here, soon Chelsea found herself waiting on tenterhooks for his letters, even laying awake all night in anticipation of mail arriving the next day. She also started sending Aguirre £30 a week to cover his postage costs. The relationship left Dean shattered, and he moved out. He admitted Chelsea was spending more time talking to this guy than me. Although they were just letters, it's almost as if she was being unfaithful. After Dean left, Chelsea's feelings for Aguirre intensified. She added, I can't explain why I felt the way I did about someone I'd never met and never even kissed. But we had so much in common, rap music, TV programmes like Love Hip Hop. I was quite prepared to wait until he got out of prison. I'd always liked the US and decided if he wanted me to go and live with him, then I would do. But Chelsea World was blown apart just 3 weeks ago when she discovered through the Facebook group that another British woman was also Aguirre's pen pal. She added, Andrew had been writing to her, and when I thought he was just with me. Again, you're on a pen pal site. What do you really expect? Worse, she said he was married and getting a divorce, and he also had a girlfriend in the US. And Andrew had been writing to another woman as well as us. I thought Andrew and I were in a relationship. But when I searched Facebook, I found other women he was writing to and had his photo on her profile. I felt so used. When I confronted Andrew about it, he just accused me of snooping around when I shouldn't have done. Andrew then confessed his girlfriend had said he should go online. He didn't ask me for any money than the weekly deposits I was making, but the other woman he was writing to said he asked her. And I have now heard of one inmate through the group who was writing to over 70 women, and all of them were sending him money. Chelsea hopes her experience will prevent others falling into the same trap. And she added, yes, my heart is broken, but I feel I've had a lucky escape. Writeaprisoner.com did not respond to a request for the comment. At the end of the day, guys, I've got no sympathy, guys. Do you know what I mean? Just had a baby. Relationship had broken down. She was more interested in speaking to this pen pal than her own boyfriend. The relationship fell apart for whatever reason, which is sad. And then she'd been duped. But like I said, if she was the only person thinking that she was writing to this prisoner, then they're very stupid people, aren't they? Really, really are. But like I say, girls like this are there to be manipulated. And sadly, I feel sorry for that she's been manipulated and she's been taken a piss out of. But the prisoners, man, do you know what I mean? You see the mark of the person. It's not uncommon. A lot of people in prison are chatting to birds. They're on Plenty of Fish. They're on these dating sites. They talk to these women. It passes the time. They get pictures from them. They send them money. They might even bring them drugs and parcels in. You know what I'm saying? It's all about manipulation and what you can get out of the situation. And unfortunately, this girl, like many other women, has found out the hard way. On that, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.